Hello. It's weird to actually have been reminded of turning on chat's computer, because I still have the feeling that I'm forgetting something. I'm quiet? No! Wait. Better now? Hello. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hello. Hello, Khan. Dreadnought, hey! Good to see you so soon, friend. Very rare to see you on the beginning of the stream. On mobile and Twitch chat doesn't work on a phone? Really? That's a very weird oversight. Got the internet installed on my new place and put together. That's nice. Exciting. How's the new place treating you? Same city, different city. You know, give me all the details that you can without doxing yourself and you know, without being uncomfortable to typing it out on the phone. Particularly? What? Well, I think this other dial here is just for output of. Is this doing anything? Am I less quiet now? Hello? Testando a qualidade e a intensidade do som. Same volume. Wait. There we go. Yeah, kind of weird. I guess we're just gonna have to. I'll try to speak a little bit louder. Helps that I'm, you know, alone in the house, so I don't have anyone to tell me to shut the fuck up. Well, other than you guys. And maybe my neighbors if I really get noisy. Around the corner, friend's townhouse. Well, awesome. Nice. Nice that you have a place to stay while you're house hunting, you know, without having to, you know, I don't know what people would do, like live in a hotel for a while or something. That'd be bad. It's fine. Oh, thank you. Nice. And by thank you, I mean like thank you for the feedback. Wait, why am my animation is stuck? No. Wait. Oh, because I upped the volume. Yeah, so it had it had turned up the volume because on my end, on the on Viado Tube, which is the thing that I use for like the VTuber stuff, you could turn back. I'll turn back down like a little bit then. What? It's actually sort of clipping. It could be. It could be. I noticed that when I turn it like all the way to the max, it just like cut my sound completely. So it could be definitely something like that. Thankfully, so I know that when I'm trying to remember how this hardware works, okay? Like when the light is green, it means that it is receiving audio and it's fine, and when it's red, it means that it's clipping. It's red when it's receiving audio. No, it's red when it's clipping. Okay. This should be a little bit better now. Yeah. I would like to not clip. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, it's still a little bit red when I speak, not too much. My logo says it's gonna be absurd. I saw that. God. I don't know if I should congratulate you or low-key shame you a little bit for spending $1,000 on a Lego kit. I hope you got it on a sale or something. It does look fun though. Low-key shames me. Hey, it's for your entertainment, you know. It's a hobby. It's fine. I spend like way too much money on just cardboard that sits on boxes, and sometimes I put on like plastic sleeves to sling at other people, you know. Yeah, at least you're doing like house decoration with it, you know. So as far as expensive hobbies goes, it's more acceptable than mine, okay? So you can be like low key ashamed while I'm high key ashamed, okay? And speaking of my expensive hobbies, one of the reasons that I wanted to make sure that I stream today is because I know that I won't be able to stream next weekend because I'm going to be traveling to play in the Gundam Brazilian Regional Championship. Well, okay, that's a little bit of a clickbait. It's a little bit of an exaggeration because I'm not playing on like the main tournament because those were like sold out when I had like the means to pay 250 reais for a tournament entry. But I did get into like all the side events. So during the 2 days, because this happens on a weekend, I'm gonna play like 2 1v1 tournaments, one on each day. And on the Saturday, me and Zab's also coming, by the way, are playing on a 2v2 tournament. You know, so because the game has like a thing where we can play as a team, so that's exciting. AKA get mugged? I hope not, but I'm scared. It was like extra scary a little bit while ago because so I work from 10 to 16, so 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I'm also like broke. Well, no, I can't even say that I'm too broke. It's not that I'm not rich, so I can't just like book a flight to São Paulo like last minute because that would be like 1.5 thousand reais, and I don't have that kind of cash on me. So we're taking like a bus ride. It is 12 to almost 13 hours each way. So we're gonna like spend a total like over 24 hours on a bus, which sounds lovely. But because of the time that I get off of work, the only bus that we would be able to get was one that leaves our city around like almost 4, so I would have to like leave work a little bit early, and we will arrive at São Paulo at 4:30 a.m. and I've never been to São Paulo, by the way. I'm very scared of that city, and I definitely don't want my first experience there to be going to the metro at 4:30 a.m. while having luggage on me and looking like a lost tourist, and being a little faggy, presenting with like nail polish, rings, and whatnot. So yeah. Is it really that much more expensive for a last minute flight? Yes. It'll be like over 3 times the cost for just going on a bus. It will be way more comfortable though. I'm disappointed you. Why this time? If I was smart and also was able to see the future. Oh, Metro is British. Oh no. Subway. Yes. Sorry. I associate Subway more with like the sandwich, with the sandwich place. Oh no. I'm gonna have to like drink tea and be transphobic now. Sorry. I never know if I lean more into American English or British English. I won't say like English, but that would sound weird. I guess I'm more like American coded. I had people online assume I am North American. EU, I know. It's kind of funny because Zeb has an very pronounced English accent. And even though we both live in the same city, and I think that's amazing. It looks like it's 207 for Friday March. Yeah, that's the thing. If you buy like way before, and that was saying about if I was able to see the future, if I knew that I was actually going to be able to go to this tournament and bought tickets like way earlier, like a few months ago, it will be like 400 reais total for just way to and back on a plane. But unfortunately, we were just able to get the tickets for like the side tournament like this month, because that's when they started selling those. So yeah, there is like I don't know if it's like one. I think there's multiple people for our like play group that are also going to the regionals, and they are paying to go flying pretty much the same that we are paying to go on a bus. And they're gonna have like all the comfort of being on a plane, and it's gonna be like a really short flight, and they don't have to be taking a bus at 8 a.m. to arrive there at like 9 p.m. But I do plan on being like, I learned my lesson, both in terms of being able to buy stuff late, and also that they do sell entries for like side tournaments later on. So I always have the possibility to go there, even if I don't get the tickets for like the main thing. We see those dollars for going to the waterfall, yeah. One thing that I am both excited and scared about in this thing is that apparently from people that have experience in other like Bandai games, what they usually do is at a regional announce when and where the next regional is going to take place, and also start selling the tickets. And with pretty much every Bandai card game, that's like not an issue. Like way early, and you have like a bunch of time to buy your tickets. However, with Gundam card game, all the tickets sell out instantly, or at least like in a few hours. That was what happens to both the main event and all of the side tournaments. So I am already like spending a ton this month due to living alone for a month, and also going to the regionals, and I also probably gonna have to spend some extra in order to buy the tickets for the next regional, which should be at the like next year. Well, definitely next year, but probably at like the first quarter or something. And we're not really sure what's going to be like the frequency of those tournaments. I just I don't know where I would hope it is. If it is Curitiba, that'd be great, because that's where I'm from. I have like a bunch of family there. I hope it's a place where I have some family, or someone that I know has family there, so I don't have to spend a bunch on hotels. But yeah, about São Paulo though. At first I'm like not excited to go there because it seems like a cursed city. But I have one guy from our friend group, from our play group of Gundam, is from there, and when we're talking about like that we're going there, he just sends me like a list of places to go check out, specifically on the neighborhood that we're gonna be playing. So the tournament's gonna happen at Liberdade, which is kind of like Japantown / Chinatown. It's where like all the Asian community is like concentrated from São Paulo. So we have like a lot of like, you know, places to eat Asian food, places to buy manga or you know, video games stuff, anime merchandise, and also of course like a bunch of card game shops. I think some of the biggest card shops like in the country are there, so we might just go check those out, see what we can find. There are like some singles that would be good to have that we can't find like anywhere, that we might see if we can find some there. What me and Zeb are mostly look forward to is find a place to eat dango. Because we played like a lot of Monster Hunter Rise, and you know how in Monster Hunter there's this like whole mechanic of having like a meal before going for a hunt? In Rise, which is like the Wii Monster Hunter, you only eat like dango, which is like I think it's like a little sweet balls that have like a bunch of a variety and like stuff inside, or like stuffings. And after playing like how many hours do I have on Rise? Yeah, after playing for 163.6 hours of Monster Hunter Rise, I am so curious about what dango actually tastes like. You know, that I have to try out. My opponent quit the game of Arc Nova on the last turn. Ooh, salty. Because I just like, yeah. I don't remember, is there a concede button on Board Game Arena? Or they just like left and got the yellow penalty? Oof, oh, that's rough. So they could have just conceded. Wow. Wow, okay. Rage quitting on a board game is wild. Oh, people get salty about anything these days. So yeah. A little bit of context, but I usually live with my parents. But for this month, they're traveling, so I've been like alone for about like a month at this point. They're coming back on Monday, and it has been a bit of an experience just living by myself for a little while. Overall, I think I prefer it. Nothing like it's not like a big issue with my parents or anything. Just like I like having, you know, just like a cozy place that I just am by myself. You know, just me and the burbs. Although if I do live alone in the near future, which I do plan to do, I probably wouldn't have pets. Just because I am like constantly concerned if they're alright, and I have to like take care of them and whatnot, and I can't just like you know, spend a weekend someplace else, and I can't like spend like the entire day outside, you know. It's already a lot to take care of myself. I don't want to take care of like an extra life on top, you know. I think dango is rice, which is mashed traditionally with hammers into a paste and then formed into balls. Oh, nice. Huh. So that sounds like very neutral then. Huh. So you could make like either like sweet dango or like, you know, you can just put some meat inside or something. Nice. Sounds like a Japanese version of a coxinha, if I do say so myself. But coxinha is like a different kind of dough, though. I have no idea what it's made of. Probably like corn or something. Do you particularly like Madango Kyoto? Oh, really? Do you think it's because of the place that you went, or just you don't vibe with dangos at all? What kind of dango was it, though? There was like a bunch of different places there to go and stuff. Probably just don't vibe. Makes sense. If we're not like really strained for cash, we would definitely just go to a ramen place. We might still go to a ramen place regardless, and just, you know, be in debt or something. Lots of powder. Oh, I see. So yeah, okay. So it sounds like a texture thing then. It's very like powdery and stuff. I don't think that I would mind necessarily, but we'll see. I'll give you guys the review after I eat some. Oh, by the way, so I won't be able to stream, you know, because I don't have like well, one, because I don't have like a portable IRL streaming setup, and also because I want to, you know, focus on like the tournament and surviving in São Paulo, you know. But I will be like live tweeting it on Blue Sky and on Discord, so I'll keep you guys informed of everything, whether you like it or not. You guys will know of every matchup that happens, all right, on all 2 days, on all 3 tournaments, and everything that we are eating and stuff. Discord, please. Okay. I won't force people to use other forms of social media. There is 6 of those flowers, so you can with your hands. Oh, interesting. I assume that you always just eat those like on a little stick. Huh. Easier to handle then. I just want remember to check Blue Sky. Understandable. I can just post links to the Blue Sky stuff then. We'll see when we get there. Yeah. Speaking of like Gundam and card game content, I was just like casually chatting with some guys from like the local play groups. How it would be cool if like stores had like a streaming setup, and we'd be able to like stream a few matches from like the weekly tournaments. Apparently, like one store has tried, but it didn't stick for too long because it's a lot of work. But like one type of content that I particularly like enjoy watching, and I just think it's like it's like a, how can I put this? It's both chill and interesting. Is weekly tournament vlogs. One that I particularly like is from Sunseed Jess, which is she's a top player, or was a top player on Yu-Gi-Oh! And I believe also Elastros, and recently she started playing Pokemon. And the style of vlogging and recording matches and whatnot, I think is like really cool. So I am like a little bit low-key considering getting like a camera and a tripod or something, and maybe like once a month record a weekly Gundam tournament and just like edit, like do some post editing to add some like narration to what happened, and do like a vlog around the whole thing. I think that would be fun. I don't know how interesting it would be to you guys, but I think it would end up being pretty nice. Maybe I can even like get people into Gundam with that. Convert you guys. Oh, by the way, speaking of, because one thing that kind of sucks about Bandai card games is that they pretty much never do official online clients, you know? How like MTG has Magic Arena and Pokemon has MTG Live and Yu-Gi-Oh has Master Duel. I believe the first one that will get that is Digimon. I think next year they're gonna release Elysian, which it seems to be like more than just like an online platform to play Digimon card game. It has like gonna have like a single player campaign, stuff like that. So because people knew not to expect that from Bandai, there are a bunch of like online simulators that you can use to play Gundam against other people. In terms of like learning to play, there is the learning app on, I believe, Android and iOS. I would highly recommend that if you want to just like check out what the game is all about. But like to actually like play online, you have to go to like the community platforms. And one friend from our local play group made his own like online platform to play Gundam card game, and not only is it like really good, I think it's honestly like the best one around worldwide even. It is getting some traction, and yeah, it's like it's free and runs on your browser. So if you guys want to check out some Gundam, I highly recommend first playing the teaching app on Android or iOS. Then you just hop on Mobile Suit Arena. You can make decks on any like deck building platform. I particularly use like Eggman Events, but I also see people using EX Bursts as like websites to build decks around. You can just like export the deck list from like text format and import there. You can just play online. Matchmaking has been like really quick because people from all over the world are using this platform now. So yeah, if any of you guys start playing Gundam at basically around this time, I usually play a little bit. You could probably match up with me from time to time. Highly recommend that. I'm really enjoying the card game, not gonna lie. So. Anyways, video games? Oh, and also, to address the title, I have been like really stubborn and I have no interest in going to Windows 11. So now that Windows 10 is officially not being supported anymore, I am going to switch to Linux full time. I have, for like a week or so, I've been like contemplating which distro to go with. But I considered using like a more gaming distro, something like Bazite, or there's like another one, Mondoro, something like that, or even like SteamOS, because you can install SteamOS on desktop if there's not officially support at the moment. But at the end of the day, I decided I just gonna go with like tried and true Manjaro. Gentoo, that I didn't consider Gentoo. No, thank you. I like to get like an easy installation. So like Gentoo and like pure Arc was really not much of an option for me. Although I heard Arc is like easier as of late. Yeah, just gonna go back to Manjaro. It's been a while since last time. I think it is a distro I used for the longest time. In terms of like games, I checked with everything that I've been playing. All the visual novels seems to be like natively compatible. That's fine. Borderlands is fine, which is the thing that I've been playing from time to time. You can get Hearthstone working, so I can play Battlegrounds just fine. The only thing that I lose is anything that uses an anti-cheat, a kernel level anti-cheat, which I don't play any games like that at the moment. But I was considering getting to 2XKO or getting back into Dragon Ball FighterZ, and both of these use anti-cheats, and you can't play those on Linux just because of the anti-cheats. Which, a little bit of a bummer, but my competitive edge my competitive edge, my competitive urge is being satisfied by just like card games at the moment. So I'll survive not being able to play fighting games. Let's see. Let me switch to this. Stop this. Also, I got accepted into like the Arc Raiders playtest. It's an open beta, I think. But I don't think I'm into playing like looter shooters at the moment. Okay, everything seems to be in order, so let's just get on with it. Well, I'll open the Skin of Monster. Also, this game's like pretty loud when I start up, so headset warning. There you go. Is chat on a reasonable position? I forgot to check. I think chat's like around here, so it's fine. So you're at chapter 5. I think it was a bit of like a turning point in the chapter. I don't know if it was like. I will see. I really don't remember what was happening. Oh, I think we're going to like investigate stuff, and then he was gone. I don't know who we were talking about, but he was gone. Reality. Okay, we got right into the thick of it. All right. Nice time to save and end the stream, old me. Reality was incomprehensible, and the truth hopelessly out of reach. Despair. Oh, I see. Yeah, we found the place with like all the monitors, and then we figure out that this is like a reality show being broadcasted everywhere. And that Monokuma knew that we were doing this. That we knew everything that we were doing. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. Took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. God, this is loud. Probably it's loud on my end, but let me know if it's also loud, you know, on your end. I don't understand any of this. What's Despair Entertainment? And how is he still alive? Oh yeah, because we thought that the person who died was the mastermind. But nope. God, why is this scam so hard to open? There we go. I assumed that having like longer nails would make opening cans easier, but I am scared of putting way too much tension on my nail and end up breaking it. I didn't plan on, you know, keeping longer nails, but I painted my nails. They grew up a bit, and I repainted them, and I like the length that they are right now. So I'm just gonna keep it that way.
I'm sick of this.
I thought I'd finally get out of here. And plus, what did he say about class trial? Yeah, because the body has been found.
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is a class trial, which is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. Yeah, because we're assuming that was... I know, are we still assuming that was Kyoko there?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusawa was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. What do you mean there are more females? And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusawa, isn't dead. So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. The body had like painted nails though, which I don't think Kyoko has. So I doubt that was Kyoko. There's no other possibility. There is. You're just stupid. The body's Kyoko's? Kyoko's being murdered? No, also, today's Monster Energy flavor is Ultra Peachy Keen. One of my favorites, anyway. I got to a point where I don't really go for different flavors, I just go for the one that I enjoy. Which are Ultra Peachy, Mango Loco, White, and Pacific Punch are the ones that I usually vibe with. The one that is like thematic to Rio de Janeiro, it's really bad. It's kind of offensive, not gonna lie. You see a female in detective's outfit because she was pulled into a killing game. But I can't think of anyone who fits the description, so I decided to go to bed. Yeah. Like, I don't know, shrugs. Goes back to bed. No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth, which is the truth. Something something, facts, feeling something something. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Self? Anyway, we better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. The killer is among us. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? But I don't remember doing that. Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying. No. Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So, I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you put everything you have into this. That is how the game works, after all. Alright. Ooh. Is this song new, or this like has always been like this investigation music? I'm vibing with this. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. How long has Kyoko been missing? Probably several days at this point. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body... Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened. Or we're all dead. Go back to the scene of the crime. Garden. Alright. Garden. Okay, just take us straight there. Like when the game does that. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to another. Just to do what I always do. Okay, let's start with the weapon of the crime, which is weirdly clean. Yeah, that's like the whole premise of the game. Yeah, nice that like on the 5th time of doing the class trial, he knows that that's what he has to do. There's a knife laying on the ground. Big knife. Is this? It must be a knife that was stuck to the body before it exploded. It's so weird that the jacket is like covering it, like you're not using it. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. And also made it like spotless, clean. Somehow. That sounds like a way better way to do your dishes. Just explode everything. Everything's gonna be clean. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Is that even possible? How thin was this lady? It is a big knife, but it doesn't seem like it's that big. Also, you have to go at like a really specific angle and like not hit the spinal cord. Oh, maybe if you are like really strong, you can go through the spinal cord, but I doubt it. Does that mean the knife is what caused the fatal injury? It could be the hit to the head also. So either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. It's a knife that person was holding. Which was a knife that we were supposed to take care of. It's getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me, they didn't really do anything though. They were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because they tried to attack someone and they got reversed. They got hit with a reversal into a corner carry combo. Or they just like tripped and just fell into the knife in a way that got straight through the entire body. Well, when they attacked, I was in a kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Maybe then maybe I killed him. Kill her, sorry. If this really is Kyoko, you mean that Kyoko is the one that attacked me? Why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at crime scene has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. What was this again? It's like a purse or something? Looks like fragments of something. They're all burned, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. Could it be like the bomb or something? Or like a computer? Or where? This red part doesn't really ring any bells to me. Wait, was it there? I have to double check that. I don't know what that was. Maybe like the secret room on the bathroom or something? Okay, those are just like part of the fragments, right? Check the body more truly. Maybe not as truly as Kyoko would do it. Maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. I think Kyoko will be part of us if we did like a true examination though. Okay, what we learned from Kyoko. First thing, genital check. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. There's only one piece left. One little piece left. This is a hand. Oh. Something weird about the body's fingernails. Those are fake nails. They're really long. Since they get in the way of normal activity, which is not something that Kyoko would do. And also, what's on the back of the hand? It's like a wolf? A dog thing? A mark of the dog. There's something on the back of her right hand. This is a tattoo? A burn, so I can make out the whole thing, but... Well, I imagine you can get burned so bad that part of your tattoo just like fades out a little bit, but... Pretty hardcore place to get a tattoo. Because, like, on the back of your hand, there's like pretty much like no layer of fat, right? It's just almost straight to the bone. Probably hurts a lot. Like, I feel like the fingers have a little bit more protection than the back of the hand. So it's like a picture of a dog or something. Never seen anything like it before. Touch on the right hand, which is definitely not... I don't think... Did Kyoko wear gloves? I don't remember. I don't think she did. But I also wouldn't be surprised. The upper half of the body got set on fire in an explosion, so it's slowly blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Gasoline? Oh no, it's from that. Okay. Because it got set on fire and it threw water on it. Yes, gloves. Oh, okay. So Kyoko could have like a dog tattoo there the entire time, but using gloves probably wouldn't be also using fake nails. Since I only threw water on that part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there is nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Although if there were gasoline there, it would also be wet. Though it would probably like smell like gasoline still. Exploded body analysis. That sounds like a really hardcore, like grindcore band. Exploded body analysis. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Can you really say that the body blew up though? Like, all the pieces are still there. It honestly seems like the body mostly just got set on fire. And then, like, whatever, like, the pieces of the thing that Makoto apparently recognized, the thing that actually exploded and wet. Nothing strange about that, right? Okay, so this is definitely gonna be used for something. Let's pick this part. Only a little piece left. Okay, I think that was everything. Okay. Oh, you can see some wires there. So that part is definitely something electronic. I need to get. I always need to get like reuse to exit being the R button. So. Let's get here. Let's be sure to take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. This a tarp? Wait, is it a tarp in here before? I don't think so. So probably to that, it could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. So it was used to clean something? With the underside solely clean and completely dry. Okay, so it was used to clean something. Something about that bothers me. There's the one thing here that concerns me. Yeah, well, the pickaxe is still here. Okay, I don't think anything else here is relevant. Imagine that was like that last line after investigating the tarp is like the game telling me like, okay, you can get the fuck out now and then go investigate somewhere else. CCTV is probably just not gonna get us anything. Okay, let's talk to people. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and? Well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. What was found? Should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7, as usual, as I head to the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina, that was 7:30. Then I head to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, that's when she found the body. Let's say around 8 or something? What time was it then? Well, when I left the gym, it was just 9 o'clock, so we're 9 on the dot. Okay, so it took a little while. Or about 9 o'clock is when the body was found. Like, a little bit, because that's when she got back, I think? No, that was when she was going to go there. Yeah, the body was found as around 9. Not to mention, I think you're right. So you can say for sure the body was found at 9. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. Please tell me how you didn't kill. Yeah, because Makoto is the one that was away, alone the longest, you know.
in other words,
Correct. I love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. I was like mostly like tripping balls in my room. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about it now? What's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Well, because the knife was there before. Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hero's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be there. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was nobody here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. Okay, and before 9. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. You know, there's also Mukuro Ikusabe. And if that is Mukuro Ikusabe, then Kyoko is also a suspect. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So, where precisely were you? Tell me the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. The only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Okay. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the dead body looked, you know, before you left? If I remember right, there's some kind of mask, kind of big white coat, red hair. She has red hair. You know who doesn't have red hair? Kyoko, if I'm not mistaken. Also, there was a knife stuck out of the stomach, and there was an area around it that was staining blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Can look at spoilers for me. It says I who didn't touch this game since 2022. Oh. Yeah, we're like pretty deep into it, like chapter 5 already. Well, I am like narrating everything though, because that's what I do. it is a fun time, I would say. It definitely has some issues, but overall I think it's like more good than bad. I have heard that it's like the weakest of the series though, so I very much look forward to like playing all the other danganronpas. Also, welcome to the stream. So we have a dead body. Spoilers, in chapter 5 there is a dead body. Someday, I'm still not sure if I'm just gonna, after finishing Danganronpa, go straight into Danganronpa 2, or go into a detour and start and play like Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. How could it happen that someone die in this game? Yeah, you know, shocking. But for how much blood there was in the body, didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That's a big help. Now that you explain it, I totally remember how it looked. You should wait until Danganronpa Super 2? Oh, is this like a remake or something? Danganronpa is basically you're stuck with your best friends and your wife who's in the worst case scenario. Yeah. You're stuck with your best friends, and also there's a fucking annoying rich guy who is also there. But no, I end up come to like quite enjoy the guy, but you know, remake, but also a new scenario story, like an extra new scenario, or is it kind of like Final Fantasy VII remake type beat? Oh, it's a re-release and they're including a second game. Same setting and character. Oh. So we have like Danganronpa 2 and also Danganronpa 2 inside. Gotcha. Different murders and victims. Oh, I see. So it's like same premise, but switching around who gets killed by who. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Is there like a date for that? But that's specific for Danganronpa 2, right? Yeah, so they're not doing that for like Danganronpa 1, just straight to 2? Is it because like a fan favorite or something? You know, like how they decided to remake specifically Final Fantasy VII and not like all the other ones before. Because 2 is the best. Oh, I see. Yeah, then I can definitely maybe take a detour to play something else and wait for that to come out. And also one sets up so much of the premise of the whole thing. I see. Both my deaths are a symbol. Yay! Congratulations! Wait, to drastically change the Danganronpa. Oh, I see. Because we have implications. I have like bit of I don't want to say like love-hate relationship with my desk, but that's like a little bit too much. But there is some stuff that I wanted to change about this desk. So the way it is set up is not like a regular desk that has, you know, like feet and whatnot that you can like move the desk around. It's like part of the wall, basically. It's still made of wood, but it's like a part of like the big thing that is like this room. And it is like an L shape, so I can move like left to right here. But because of the shape of it, when and it is like quite short. When I'm on my computer, I have like plenty of room to rest like my left arm, but I have like no room for my right one. So I just have like my hand on the desk and also like my entire left arm. And I don't think that's very ergonomic. Maybe I need to find like a chair that has like the right side armrest to be higher, or something that can adjust to be like that. I already have like, unfortunately, I live the bisexual stereotype of not being able to sit in a chair like a proper human being. I would turn on my camera if I was wearing pants at the moment, which I am not. So, sorry about that. Not gonna get banned. So I already tend to sit in like weird angles, and then you put like a not symmetrical and ergonomic, you know, situation for me. That's not great. Thanks for clarifying. You're welcome. I love being a VTuber. The angle, yeah. I do need to like take better care of my. I try to take better care of my posture sometimes. Because you know I am like 30 at this point, so my body will start to just like rot away, and I need to be careful about my spine. But I feel like my knees are the ones that are the first to go. Especially, my angle is more like shrimp. Yeah. That's the thing that I'm actively trying to avoid, is to be like less shrimp. Because I don't want to be allergic to myself. That'd be bad. But I keep like a straight back, but everything else is gay. Nothing else about me is straight. Just sometimes the back. So that was why my knees are not doing so well, because I am like always like crossing my legs, or have like one leg under the other. So when I try to walk, my knees are like not good with that. So yeah. Well, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember a lot better too. Thank you too. Body before the explosion has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Okay, now just Toko's left. Who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't wanna faint anymore. Oh, that was helpful. Okay, how many chickens? That's important. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I think there were like 4 chickens, or maybe 5. Count 4 chickens. Huh? 4? Oh, there were 5 before. Yo! What's going on, Makoto? Oh, glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course! There were precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 chickens in here now. We're 1 short. The chicken, no! Would somebody please think of the chickens? God, if I lived at a house, I know that that I said that I wouldn't have a pet, but if I live by myself, so I guess if I live with someone else in a house, I would definitely have like either a chicken or a duck as a pet. They're both so cute. I love just like big, fluffy birds, you know. Turkeys are also cute. What's the name of that bird that is a flightless bird that lays like small eggs that people eat? I know in Portuguese is codorna. I don't know how it is in English. I wouldn't mind having an ostrich, but I would have way more space for that. A quail, I think, yeah. Those are really cute. I'd love to have a quail. I think, like, ideally, I would love to have, like, a more flightless bird, so I don't have to worry so much about it flying away. So a duck would still be a problem, because ducks can fly. So chickens are ideal. That's so weird. I wonder when these appear. Does the fifth chicken has an alibi? I was down here just before nighttime last night. There were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Moving from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the whole herd.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore hero and focus on the problem I have. For alligator time. Oh, you're playing ZA? What do you think about the game so far? Why didn't one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens has been added to truth bullets. It is a Pokemon game, yeah. Although it is a little bit different, right? Tebono Kuma flower, huh? It's true. Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case. I think we just stay away. It could be related, though. Let's monitor thing. What? Huh? I didn't click there at all. What? I clicked here. Okay. Oh, there's this thing here. Depend on control the sprinklers. Set to 7:30 every morning. And when I come set the time possibly couldn't be changed. If we assume that the only reason the top portion of the body is wet is because when we're trying to put out the fire, that means that the murder happened after 7:30. Because otherwise they will be, you know, wet from head to toe because of the sprinklers. It could be a situation where the sprinklers only hit like the upper half of the body, but I don't think that's the case. A little bit different, but like, is the new combat system good, do you think, or? I don't know how bit of a hot take it is, but it's not that it's bad, but I'm not that big of a fan of Pokemon's usual battle system. Like, I am at Pokemon Black at the moment, and I'm like kind of tired of it. They're more enjoyable than the mainline games. I see, yeah. Like, at least from like promotional materials, it seems interesting. Hold on. Like, it's not even necessarily because it's turn-based, but I don't know. There's something about, I don't know if it's the randomness or some other element of the Pokemon battle system that I just don't completely clicks with me. Because I can enjoy like a good turn-based battle. Like, I play my fair share of Final Fantasies. The sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? If the body was here before them, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet. That means the murders must take place after 7:30 and before 9. Like, even like speaking of Final Fantasies, like I have a bunch of RPGs that I want to play, but I also been kind of itching to replay Final Fantasy 12. You know, I think I really like the game. In specifically, like the battle system and customization is like my favorite. Well, I have only finished like the Zodiac Age though. I don't know if I would go back to the PS2 one. I'll probably just like, explore more of the Zodiac Age, but get some different builds or something. I think I'll check everything I need to in this area. Not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically the fragment I found before. Somewhere I need to go around to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? It's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? Find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. With the key to her room,
It's all clear now.
can allow it to engage in any further suspicious activities.
Just give up.
Oh, we should be Byakuya. See if you have to take aboard the key. Yeah. Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later. The class trial. Oh, no, not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? So hoping I could borrow it? I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? On a date? To Kyoko's room? Holding hands? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later, and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Well, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. I hate that the game is kind of like assuming that I remember that. It's been a while. I don't remember what that is. Also, I'm stupid. It's gonna check everywhere, fuck it. But the place that does come to mind is like the secret thing, place in the bathroom. I don't think it's here. Let's go back to science place. I don't think it's a classroom. Raw. Oh, it's locked. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the fourth. Then. Can I go here? It's back to normal. It's like Sayaka and Taka. One of them responsible, sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Doesn't seem there anything here. Is it a classroom? No. Like a teacher's lounge or something. Plants. Bungu.com? Is that a real website? Is it like an ARG or something on bungu.com? Yoko says Sakura had broken the lock on this door. Does that mean it's fixed already? I'm sure no, it won't be that easy. Didn't the body have a key also? Okay, this place I were before. Let's look at the piano room. Okay, nothing here. Okay, I don't think there's a bathroom on this floor. Where I could check. Cabin. Nothing to notice here. I believe it was on the guy's bathroom. Remember what? Oh, it's the science room. I love the little animations of everything. Like the place being built, kind of. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. It was like a corner of like a red. Does not check. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, rec room, and then we're going to the sec. Everything's back to normal. Except Sayaka and Taka. I'm responsible, sure. Yeah, nothing here. Second floor it is. Is this bathroom? Yeah. So the bathroom team supplies a store. This is a secret room. I should probably avoid going in there too much. Well, I was wrong then. Library? Library? That piece, that little piece still doesn't remind me of anything. I'm sure there's gonna be something that as soon as I lay my eyes on it, I'm gonna feel really stupid of not thinking about it before. But as of now, I still have no idea. Pool! Pool, let's go to the pool! No. Can I go inside or do I die? Okay. First floor it is. check the gym. Could be a piece of Monokuma? This is where the sword was, right? Because there was some wires and shit. Kuma's lane's meant on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Oh, it's yeah. So it was the bomb that exploded. So that was what exploded. That bomb I'm missing. Not about that. The fragments from the garden. Yeah, so it was pieces of the bomb. Check everything else. I checked out everything. Think of what is left now is Kyoko's room. Back to garden XP. Okay. Let's go to the garden. Oh. I need to think about stuff to do in like the grand total of 24 hours that me and Zeb are gonna spend on our bus ride to and from São Paulo. I'm definitely gonna bring my 3DS with me, but I don't know if if it's gonna have like enough battery for 12 hours straight, and I'm not sure if we're gonna have a way to charge like inside the bus. Oh, also, in terms of the 3DS, I was gonna mention that I am almost done with Picross 3D, so I need to find like a game to play. Where the Historia is honestly like a good one. So I'm gonna be playing some more than Historia. Gonna take my Kindle with me. But I don't know if there's any books that are looking into reading at the moment. I think I have like a bunch of classics in there. I could find some like old Brazilian literature or something. I could, yeah. I could like reread something from like Machado de Assis or something. Definitely gonna take some manga with me because I have quite the collection at this point. Because I've been buying Witch Hat Atelier and Bakuman. I'm so happy that Bakuman is getting like reprinted, so I can finally have the entire series. I really like Bakuman, and for the longest time, for like years, I only had like the first volume of when it first got released here. But now I'm gonna finally be able to get everything. So far has been they released like 1 through 11, maybe 12, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, and 11. So I need 5, 6, 9, and maybe 12 to be up to date. And I think the entire series is like 20, I think. So yeah, I might take either some Bakuman and or some Witch Hat Atelier to read. Yeah. Oh, there's also like a phone game that I downloaded for and I haven't started yet. And weird that I haven't heard anyone talk about it because it's a Nintendo game. Fire Emblem Shadows, I think? Where's my phone? Let me find it. I downloaded it, but I haven't touched it yet because I didn't have time. Yeah, Fire Emblem Shadows. It's apparently like a Fire Emblem, tactical RPG kind of thing, but it also has some like social deduction aspects. It's a joke, really? Like, is it like literally just like an April Fool's kind of thing, or is it like a really bad game? Because like either way, like I haven't played like recent Fire Emblems to maybe get the joke, and if it's a bad game, then welp, it's bad. Ah, dang it, welp. Well, I guess in terms of, I have some games in here. Oh, I also have Balatro on my phone. Pokemon Friends is something that I still been like kind of into. It's a really chill game to play like a little bit every day. And also I blame my ADHD, but I unironically have Subway Surfers on my phone. Cannot touch another island, understandable. 2 desks, a desk chair, and 3 desk clamps. Wow, wow. Congratulations, you earned some rest after all that. It's not really a Fire Emblem game. Ah, dang it. Also, I could start playing a Fire Emblem on 3DS. The only Fire Emblem that I ever played was the first one on the Game Boy Advance. Which I know is not the first Fire Emblem ever, but it's the one that is just called Fire Emblem on GBA. Okay, let's see if Byakuya wants to go on a date with us. Think we can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You want to check out Hyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I heard after him in our way to the dorms. Okay. It's the first room here, looks like. Yeah. Well, well then, here we go. Byakuya threw out the key and slid into the keyhole, and then, click! And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. It would be funny if you just find Kyoko in there. So, this is Kyoko's room. What's this? 6 or 9? Something on the table. It's a wood block decoration. It's number 6. What's that? What purpose does it serve? It's probably a key. The lockers are those really traditional public bathhouses, using them for their lockers. A wooden key? With that shape? How would that even work? Wait. Old public bath house wooden key. Huh. Looks like that is actually a thing. And you can buy one for $35. No, but it doesn't look like that at all. Okay, I can see how that's how, you know, how this would work. I don't see how like a wooden key like that would work. Bad. This is a bad place. I think that's just bullshit. I can't see how that will work, so I think it's bullshit. I wouldn't know. Never gone to a public bathhouse. Same. Doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. For a second, it's hard to picture Byakuya in a bathhouse. Naked. On a hot, steamy bathhouse. Ooh. Yeah, that's really difficult to imagine. All by himself, cleaning his body. His naked, hot body. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine that like at all. Great time for the Ko-Fi, by the way. If you want to give money to this individual for some reason, there it is. Don't know why would you do that, but yeah. But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? How about like the bathhouse over here? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, this is just share. Look on the bed. Here's her bed. It's anything interesting here. It's not as far as the at least not as far as the case is concerned. So you found something interesting that is just like not related to the case? What did you mean by that, good sir? Where's the bathroom? Might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. Aw.
What?
You want to come here, right? So, what is you're looking for? Nothing particular. Just thought we might find some kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. How about this fucking key that we found, dude? Earlier, Kyoko gave me something.
It's true.
There's a seal of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open if something ever happens to me. Sure, I have it here somewhere. It's funny they completely forgot about it, but okay. So what's the dead ringer there? What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well,
Interesting.
something has certainly happened. So open it. Okay. Is it gonna be like a love letter? Is it gonna say that you're stinky? I was put together my bed? Nice! God, you were doing a lot of manual labor today, huh? So you're just like building the entire furniture of the entire house or something? I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. $10. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all there was in there? She wanted to go under the sheets with me? Oh. Oh. Yeah, looks like it. The sheets. Could it be? Let's go look at the sheets. Oh, we're replacing desk and chair, and bed had to be disassembled and moved. Oh, I see. So that's double the work. Have to disassemble and also reassemble it. Could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lift up the sheets, there was Kyoko, chilling. What's this? Found a crumpled piece of paper. Class 78 Student Registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck to the headmaster's room, along with the key. God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you, it was a key and boop! That's it. This must be the boop that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. And finish your search. A filha da Xuxa se chama Xaxa. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. The game really wants me to not forget this name, huh? The name Mukuro Ikusaba. You okay? Just script over some words. Finish the shush. Finish the search. Finish your search. Shush. Sex. Yes. The ultimate soldier? Huh. Wasn't supposed to be the ultimate despair? I'm intentionally redirecting her name. Mukuro Ikusaba. You could get past sex. Yeah. Store my life. Anyways. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist, training every weapon type imaginable? Alright. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, and soon found herself completely absorbed by it. Definitely played War Thunder or something. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Okay. I imagine a survival game is a little bit different from a death game. Who knows how elementary schools are these days? Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Sleeper agent? Mukuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section of her handbook. Alright. The ultimate soldier in a mercenary group. And he just got stabbed? That's lame. Doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like completely different. It's like a completely different dimension. It's like one non-fiction and the other sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I'd say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. What the fuck do you mean by that?
What?
Huh? What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. Even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Well, bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on a dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh. So you say you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting. Metal Gear is about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people there. 15 people there, right? I think the first meeting have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. Misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words,
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game is actually 16. 16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Mukuro Ikusaba.
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
16th student. Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is Byakuya, of course. Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Ah, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be like so surprised if like Byakuya is like the best among both things. But it's clearly kind of pointing to Mukuro being, you know, the one who's like creating the rules and stuff. You know, Mukuro Ikusaba. He's forgotten about Mukuro Ikusaba. But it would be really funny if it was someone else. And since we got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know? Still the mind about Mukuro Ikusaba? Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yes indeed.
Make sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kitty Kitty. So I'm gonna share a little secret with ya. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... she has to wear them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? I have to wait all the way to Monday for Legos? No! It's gonna take a while for them to arrive? Oh? It would be fun to have like a weekend to do it. Shame for it to arrive on a Monday. Oh, at least it's something good on Monday. So, silver lining, I guess. Okay. Now, that's all you got. And this basically confirms that the body is not Kyoko. Then it's probably Mukuro Ikusaba. Yeah, just time for me to have no time. Yeah. Well. Oh, now that I'm playing Gundam, I am like on a bunch of WhatsApp groups for other people that are playing Gundam. There's like a main, you know, from like the whole country. And of course, people who are into the Gundam card game are also into Gunpla. And there has been some like sales going on online that can get Gunpla that is not coming from like out of the country, so you don't have to pay extra tax on top. Ooh, if I had some money. Well, at least I'm kind of thankful that the ones that were on sale were not any of the ones that I want to get. So my wallet is safe from the plastic from the plastic miniatures. But I will definitely eventually get some Gunpla. Oh, if they they're probably gonna have some Gunpla for sale on the regionals. Oh no. My wallet's gonna suffer so much this month. Monokuma's account has been added to the tour police section of her handbook. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... the tattoo... Wait, but no... Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Always. Huh?
What?
Forget about her. All matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma is trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules of the game. Why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. By the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16 students. He needs to make our investigations fair. Mukuro's related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. Other way around, actually. That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? God, Makoto is stupid. She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come up with that conclusion, if they are fucking stupid. Don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began, because I'm fucking stupid.
What?
But, based on what Monokuma told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikuzawa isn't the culprit, because I'm not fucking stupid, actually. Huh? What makes you say that? Without Mukuro, the ultimate despair was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that will raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. Makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's a weird way of arriving to that conclusion, but I guess they want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. And it's just... I'm pretty sure Byakuya knows everything, he's just stringing us along. He kind of gives us that vibe, right? Maybe I was memeing around, I was just jorking it. But maybe Byakuya is actually like the mastermind. Though you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true... If Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, you coming? Not there then. Oh, here. Oh, so it slots in there. Interesting. They use woodblock keys, just like the super traditional public bathhouses. I still don't really believe that, for sure. Looks like the key found in Kyoko's room really does go into one of those lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? Key goes into hole. Should probably use the key found in the locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted into the locker's metal lock, and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and opened. Arrows. There are arrows in here. Looks like 10 arrows in total. Looks like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how they are. Of course, for a bow, there's nothing but strong little sticks. There's something else in there. Strong sticks. How would you use strong sticks? Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain? Duct tape? Weird. If it is, it means it must surely be related to the case. Duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Yeah, Guys, 1 second. Mom's calling. Hello. you know, I can't like ignore my mom. But yeah, everything's alright. Just like you know, the usual checking, see if I'm still alive and whatnot, and I am. Good news. Yeah. I wonder if this like duct tape is something related to unexpected. Yeah. Is related like to her hand scars, like the scars bleed or something. She was like duct taping because we don't have like we do have like first aid. Yeah, why would you use duct tape? This is weird. Because I think we have like first aid kits and whatnot. It doesn't seem like medical tape. That's what the locker has to offer for now. Oh. Yeah. And thankfully, she took it well, but I did give her the news that I broke our microwave. it was like a really old microwave. But during the weekend, when I was making 2 lasagnas in there, in my defense, I was not alone, so I wasn't about to eat 2 lasagnas by myself. I'm not fat. The microwave started like... It didn't catch on fire, but there was like a lot of smoke coming out of it. So when we like turned it off, the smoke went away, but the smell was still... It had like the smell of burnt electronics, you know. So I was just asking for like some advice to have some like essential oils and whatnot to burn there. So I can like mask that aroma a little bit. So yeah, gonna have to use a little bit of my money next month to buy to help pay for a new microwave. That microwave is like over 10 years old in my defense, and it had like some issues before. So we were like way past the point of needing a new microwave. It just for some reason, whenever I'm the one alone using the microwave, it decides to, you know, not behave properly and then just like die on me. Something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. Well, how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue to the next location. Oh, sorry, Byakuya. Come on, we need to continue to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? I'm not sure if that's how you should pronounce that. Fenrir? No, I think it's Fenrir. 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 Yeah. Oh, I think all pronunciation makes sense. It's Fenrir. In the mercenary group that Mukuro Ikusawa was a part of. But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research or something? The library. The archive? The archive has all kinds of info that general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We don't have so much time before the trial begins. Sorry. Yep. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere. Or here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand. And went straight to the shelf on the back. Ah, there we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand. Okay.
I see.
Take a look at this. No idea what it says. What language is it? Oh, so, yeah, because Fenrir is like a mythical dog, right? So the tattoo on the back of her hand is like the mark of the mercenary group. What language is this? Oh, it's like, encrypted? Oh, it's worse than encrypted. It's French. Oh no. Oh, it is an Europe based group. How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Well, excuse moi? Well, I'm pretty sure most high school schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to replay your death 100 times over. 100 times? Is that kind of extreme? Why is not Byakuya the one that is looking at... Why is Byakuya reading it from all the way over there? Shouldn't the positions be reversed here? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. Wouldn't most military contractors be engaging in direct combat? What else would they do? They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. Their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unofficial reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they acquired. Some, however, believe there was a mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded. What is it? So it just sounds some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. Those people are part of our world. I'm still not super confident whenever I'm saying that word. World. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. Can you stop saying that word? That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely is the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Why did you mention it? The report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It says Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. The hit MMORPG from South Korea? Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad. Correct, yeah! There's a friend of mine started playing on a private server of Ragnarok, and it seems actually like pretty good. I might go back to Ragnarok a little bit. I never went like super far into it because yeah, it's kind of a repetitive little game, but it's fun to play with friends. Just grinding together. Would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... God, Makoto is so stupid. Okuzawa's profile has been updated. Bing bong.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena.
That's new.
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
I'd rather not.
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
Alright. Well, in that case, I know that if I begin the class trial, it will take a while. And I would like to be able to finish installing Linux and setting up my computer tonight. So, I think just this stream just being the investigation before the class trial seems good. I think I'm gonna leave it here. Wait, where? There we go. I have like 1 coin. I need to use that eventually. I'll probably only on chapter 6. We did get a bunch of truth bullets. Okay, so clearly the body is Mukuri Kusawa. So clearly, wife is still alive, Kyoko. Which unfortunately does make Kyoko the prime suspect here. And the killing, or at least the body was moved there between 7:30 and 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. The knife was stolen from us, and they had the opportunity to kill us, but didn't, which is weird. There was a tarp that was used to clean something. One of the chickens is missing. I think the chicken is the killer, actually. The chicken got the knife and killed Mukuro Ikusawa. Only explanation. For some reason, the jacket was thrown after. It's weird. Because it seemed like the jacket was thrown on top of the body and then the knife was stabbed. I think that the what killed Mukuro Ikusawa was not the knife. It was actually the hit to the head. And then someone placed the body there, put the jacket on top for some reason, and then stabbed the dead body. No idea why though. I don't know how the arrows would be relevant, or the bloody duct tape. Those are the two things that I really have no idea. It seems, at least maybe Monokuma wants us to believe that Mukuro Ikusawa is the one making all the rules and shit. It's weird. I don't really have my prime suspect here. The game kind of points us at Kyoko, but I don't think Kyoko did it. Just vibes. Based on vibes. My gut tells me that it wasn't Kyoko. The one that was here on the garden the most though was the forgot his name. The mystical dude, the burger dude. So he could be a suspect. Now, but it's weird because all of them have alibis, you know, because they were like all together. Unless they were working as a duo. In which case, it would be like the 2 boys or the 2 girls, because they were going to the bathrooms on pair with each other, you know. So while like the 2 girls were in the bathroom, the boys could like go do a killing, and vice versa. I wouldn't put past Byakuya to do that. It was weird. But Byakuya is like helping us in the investigation. Doesn't seem like he is trying to give us any false information. But Khan is right that it does feel that Byakuya like kind of like stringing us along in a way. So I want to put past that. Yeah, I don't have much in terms of concrete theories, but it could be like either it's actually Kyoko, or it's we have 2 killers working together, or it was like Monokuma that did it or something. It's one of those. But I don't think Monokuma being the killer is like possible doing the rules, you know? There's also the possibility that Mukuro like killed herself. Wouldn't be the first time. Sorry, I mean, wouldn't be the first time we got like a suicide happening in this game. Not wouldn't be the first time that Mukuro killed herself. I guess. I think I saved enough times, right? Just one more for the road. I do hope that this game has cloud saves. Otherwise, I'm gonna be really pissed. Oh, it does have cloud. Yeah, it's in cloud files are synchronized for this app. I'm gonna trust this because I am gonna format my computer. I'm just gonna trust that this is alright. So first thing I'm gonna do after getting back in, getting Linux all set up, download Steam, download danganronpa, make sure it's alright. Then maybe like the other stuff. Getting back into 20 minutes till dawn, because on like the Steam Next Fest, I started playing like Skill Duel, which is like one of those auto bombers, reverse bullet hell, whatever you want to call it, like Vampire Survivors like. And it's alright, but it makes me want to play like a better one. So I went back to 20 minutes, which is probably like my favorite of the genre. Oh, I got into the Valor Mortis playtest, but I didn't play it, so I'm gonna just uninstall it. Alas, because I'm looking forward to this game. I just didn't have time to play it. Is it uninstalled? Wait, there's an update for Outer Wilds. Interesting. Oh, I haven't finished Blank Sword because I got into a bug that made the game crash and I lost a bunch of progress. Uninstall. Is it not uninstalling? Oh no. It's on the list anymore. Yeah, it's not on the list anymore, so I think it's gone. Kind of weird that it still has the uninstall. Oh, I guess because it can only uninstall. Weird. All right. Irrelevant. Let me just get this back. Okay. That being said, I am. Wait, why am I? Oh, there we go. Oh, because I upped my volume a little bit. Let me just. Okay, I can put this down. There we go. There we go. Let me check. Is this? Yeah. So, yeah. I believe this is gonna be it. I'm gonna go, launch Balina Etcher. Make sure I didn't forget to back up anything important. I'm trusting Steam Cloud Saves for all my save files. And yeah, gonna let you guys know later if everything went alright. And yeah. I'm honestly like pretty excited to get back into Linux. It's been a good while, and I do enjoy using that operational system. I've been using like Ubuntu like on work like all the time, so you know. But that's not what I'm gonna do here. It's gonna go back to good old Manjaro. But yeah. Anyways, this is gonna be it for me tonight. Let me just work with it. Ending. There we go. Sure, yeah. I did like back up like all of the OBS configurations as far as I could find, but I did back up like all the assets for at least, that's for sure. So worst case scenario, gonna have like redo my scenes and whatnot. That's like not that big of a deal. And you know, if I have to like remake everything, that's fine. Maybe I can add some more bells and whistles to it. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Sorry, I've been a little bit extra inconsistent with streams as of late, but work has been a lot. No stream next week, at least not on the Friday or the weekend, because I'm gonna be traveling. But I will keep you guys informed on the Discord with how the travel is going and the big tournament that I'm participating. Okay. Well. bye bye everyone. Be fun. Take care of yourselves. Okay?